I'm embarrassed, definitely, for sure. I'm trying to push it in the back of my mind.
Look like 50 Cent is not done with T.I.'s family, because he is now threatening to put everything this family has been hiding into a full documentary for the whole world to see. And this new footage that he just leaked is about to blow everything open. The family behind the name and who T is really raising. Before we get into the war, you need to understand exactly who T was out here defending, because his family situation is more complicated than most people realize. Clifford T. Harris has 7 children in total, and they all come from different relationships. His blended family includes daughters Zonique J. Pullins, Deja, Imani Harris, and Harris Diana Harris, plus sons Messiah, Demony, King, and Major. Out of those 7, only 3 are his and Tiny's together: King, Major, and Aries. Zonique is Tiny's daughter from her ex, Zonnie Pullins, born in 1996, meaning T has been her stepfather since she was a little girl. Deja is T.I.'s biological daughter from a different woman named Reniqua Brenham, who goes by Ms. Nico, and Deja grew up mostly with her mother. All of these kids eventually ended up on camera for VH1's T and Tiny, The Family Hustle. So, the public has been watching this household for over a decade. But what was really going on behind the scenes was very different from what the show was presenting. The daughter everybody knows about for all the wrong reasons is Danger. In November 2019, T went on the Ladies Like Us podcast and casually admitted that he takes his then 18-year-old daughter to the gynecologist every year to check if her hymen is still intact. He said it like it was the most normal thing a father could do, even talking about telling the doctor to skip everything else and just check and bring him back the results. Tiny confirmed the visit started when Deja was about 15 or 16. The internet went crazy. Medical organizations, including the WHO, had already said that virginity testing has no medical value and is actually a form of abuse. New York lawmakers started writing bills to ban the practice completely in response to T.I.'s comments. Deja reportedly liked tweets criticizing her father and unfollowed him on Instagram. Deja spoke about the whole thing on the family's reality show, and she did not hold anything back. Very shocked, hurt, angry, embarrassed. I mean, honestly, I'm embarrassed definitely for sure. I'm trying to push it in the back of my mind. This situation is just a little traumatizing for me. She also called out the double standard she had been living with. While T was monitoring her at the doctor, he was joking with his son King about the boy becoming a baby daddy one day. 2 completely different rules for sons versus daughters, and she saw all of it. T went on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith to try and clean it up. I didn't get it. I was oblivious to it. However, I am now sensitive to it for her. I was taking the bullets, and that's not, and I don't have a problem with that until I had different directives. Okay, go ahead. Make it stop. Right, clear it up. He tried to walk it back, saying he was never in the exam room and only received the results. But Deja had already told the world on camera that the whole experience felt traumatizing, that it hurt their relationship, and that it made her feel like her body did not belong to her. None of his explanations could undo that, and that was not even the last problem this family would have to deal with. The beef ignites, 50 Cent goes after Tiny, and the sons come out swinging. T had been trying to get a Versus battle going with 50 Cent for years. Verse is a show where 2 artists sit across from each other and play their biggest songs back and forth to see whose catalog holds up better, and T felt very good about his chances. He went on the Nightcap podcast with Shannon Sharpe and called 50 out directly, saying 50 had no smoke and was running from the challenge. T said had actually agreed to it privately, that they had conversations in Los Angeles about making it happen, and then 50 turned around and acted like none of it ever took place. T said that told him everything he needed to know about 50's character. 50 hit back by digging up old footage of T.I.'s 2008 Crime Stoppers commercial and courtroom clips where T testified in a murder case, posting them online with shady captions. That was 50, going back to an old accusation he had been pushing since 2008, which was the idea that T.I.'s short prison sentence on serious gun charges meant he must have worked with the government, basically calling him a snitch. He had even put it in a track called You So Tough. I got the best lawyers money can buy. They said it would have got me 10 or maybe 9. I said, well, how do you explain how homie said keep your mouth shut or you eat the cheese? You so tough. T had always pushed back on those accusations and was not about to start backing down now. He dropped multiple diss tracks back to back. War, the right one. Lessons, what bully. Going straight at 50's name, his catalog, and his reputation. Rick Ross publicly jumped on T.I.'s side around February 24th, going on his Instagram stories to call The Right One fire and tell fans to go stream it, which made complete sense because Ross had his own long and very ugly history with 50 Cent. 50 shot back by calling Ross and T broke men who mention his name whenever they need attention. He was not moving. But the moment this stopped being a regular rap beef was February 22nd, 2026. 50 Cent posted a bad photo of Tiny Harris on Instagram to get under T.I.'s skin. And that was the wrong call because T.I.'s son, King Harris, is not built to sit back and take that quietly. King got on Instagram and went completely off. Internet is absolutely on fire right now, and the hip-hop multiverse just got spicy. So apparently King Harris T's son just went off on 50 Cent after 50 decided to post a picture of King's mom, Tamika Tiny Harris, in the middle of the beef with Tia. King did not just defend his mother. He went after 50 Cent's deceased mother Sabrina Jackson, who was murdered in 1983 when 50 was only 8 years old. He brought up her grave. He told 50 to go dig her up. After that, both King and his older brother, Demani, dropped diss tracks. Demani's was called Ms. Jackson, sampling The Outkast, written as a whole letter addressed directly to Sabrina Jackson asking her if she was proud of who her son turned out to be. The track got over 300,000 YouTube views in just a few days and split the hip-hop world right in half about whether the brothers had gone too far. Demani had dropped the track without telling T first and explained his thinking on The Breakfast Club. "No, we didn't really have a conversation." "Oh, you didn't even ask him?" "You just cuz he probably would have told he probably would have had some input. Then I would have had to choose to ignore him or go my own route. I just put it out just cuz I felt like somebody told me like this is too good. Like this is too good to not put out." T.I. later said he wished King had not taken it as far as he did, especially the t-shirt King wore in his Salas video with Sabrina Jackson's photo printed right on the front. Even people who thought 50 started everything said that shirt was crossing a line. Rick Ross, for his part, saw the shirt and left a comment under King's post asking for one in a 3XL, which says everything about how personal his own history with 50 still is. King then turned the whole situation into merchandise by selling cannabis products called the Ms. Jack Pack, with Sabrina Jackson's face printed on the packaging, pulling from the drill culture habit of talking about smoking on a dead enemy as a form of disrespect. The internet went back and forth on whether King went too far or whether 50 handed him that match when he went after Tiny, 50's documentary Threat, the sexual assault allegations, and where the family stands now. 50 Cent is too calculated to just fire back with a diss track. That is not how he operates. Instead of going bar for bar, he did something he knew would cause far more damage than any song could. On March 5, 2026, 50 posted on Instagram and then quickly deleted a message about a documentary he was reportedly developing called Surviving T and Tiny, which was clearly built off the same idea as Surviving R. Kelly, the film that helped end R. Kelly's career. In his caption, 50 pointed directly to the Sherlock Holmes documentary he had produced, reminding people how quiet he went before that one came out. His message to T.I. was simple: "This is going to get in the way of your album rollout, and you might want to find a PR person fast because there are 20 sexual assault cases with your name attached. Those allegations have been public since 2021, and they are serious." Sabrina Peterson, who used to be a close friend of the couple, was the one who kicked everything off by posting about it on Instagram and sharing screenshots of messages from dozens of women who said they had been drugged and assaulted by T and Tiny at events going back to 2005. A New York attorney named Tyrone Blackburn came forward saying he represented 11 accusers and had been contacted by more than 30 people in total. The stories shared a common thread. Women said their drinks were spiked. They blacked out and woke up not knowing what had been done to them. The LAPD opened an investigation in 2021, but Los Angeles prosecutors decided not to charge anyone, saying too much time had passed under California law. A woman also filed a civil lawsuit in 2024 using a California law designed to give more time to abuse survivors, but a federal judge dismissed that case in August of the same year. There have never been any criminal convictions. T and Tiny have denied every accusation from the start, calling the whole thing an organized attempt to extort them. Whatever we ever have done has been done with consensual adults who into what we into and like what we like. As for 50's documentary, as of mid-March 2026, there is no trailer, no network attached, no production schedule, and no official confirmation from anyone at Gannett Films. It may never actually happen, but that almost does not matter because 50 knows that the threat alone is enough. Just the idea of a documentary following him around is enough to make every journalist ask T.I. about it. Enough to sit over the whole album campaign. Enough to keep people searching for details online. That is a very specific kind of move. And 50 has run it before with Diddy. T responded by dropping more music and keeping his focus. He has said this upcoming album will be his last. And on the Nightcap podcast, he explained where his head is going after music. Are you done with music? I mean, to be honest with you, it's not that I'm done with music. It's just that like when I came into this, I had a vision and a dream. Okay, and I done damn near did all of this. God has sent me here with gifts, many gifts. This is one of them. And I also have others that now that I've done what I intended to do with this, I got to allow it to open the door for me to do what I intend to do with the others. Things between T.I. and DA appear to have settled down since 2019. More recent social media has shown them together, and fans have noted it looks like they have been rebuilding their bond. But what happened back then is not the kind of thing that just disappears. Deja's words about her own body still sit in the public record and nobody forgot them. Do you think 50 Cent will release the documentary? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Also, click on one of the cards on your screen to see more videos like this. See you in the next one.